Dylan, where are you health-wise? Is there a timetable for when you hope to, play in the preseason? And is that a possibility, playing in the preseason?
I mean, I definitely believe so. I think just listening to the staff, the medical staff, to the coaches, and just getting their advice. But for me personally, I feel good, and I think rehab's been going very well, and just been trying to stay at it day by day.
How were you? How are you feeling in an open gym before that happened? And if you could go through what exactly did happen, were you crushed by it, like to have your progress stalled in a situation like that?
I mean, open gym I feel like was great, even from when I was playing and when I wasn't playing. I think the energy level, the intensity, and just how hard everyone was going, I think was definitely like the big goal and big picture. I feel like we all did it well, but I think for me, like what happened is honestly that's like it was just an accident. I mean, I couldn't really tell you what happened because I didn't know what happened until I felt my thumb. But I think after that, I think just and it really crushed me because in my head it's like I'd rather me have to sit out now than have to sit out during the year. Where like we will be playing games when we got to win games. So just having that mindset, just getting back and better before the season starts.
What are you able to do on the court right now as part of your rehab? Any basketball activities at all, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got this little, it's like a plastic splint. They had to tape around my hand. Do a little bit of basketball, shooting here and there, just work on my conditioning. Not really a lot of contact yet, but just, getting a feel for the ball again.
How is shooting with that splint on?
It's good. I think it's definitely different, but I think that's something I'm going to have to get used to.
Dylan, with the
Oh, damn.
with the combination of you, De'Aaron Fox, Steph Castle, a lot has been made about a wealth of downhill creators. What are some opportunities that presents and some challenges that could create for you guys?
I mean, I think there's a lot more opportunities and challenges. I think all three of us, like you said, can get downhill pretty well, best in the league. So just playing off each other, I think is going to be a big thing, When you're on the court and you got to guard three people that can get downhill, plus a shooter, plus obviously Vic, I mean, I think that's very hard to stop and beat. So I feel like what people think might be a challenge, I think won't really be a challenge for us.
And I'm from the Northeast as well, so breakfast at a bagel shop, lunch at a pizzeria. What are you getting?
Pizza, I'm playing. I just like plain pizza. But bagel shop, I'm definitely going big egg and cheese with a hash brown on it, plain bagel. Yeah, I still get it now to this day here at the facility.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What's the process been like for you ever since even arriving here, not just fitting in from a team and culture standpoint, but just sort of getting assimilated into the NBA life?
I mean, the process has been great. I think from the Spurs organization to just the everyday person out in San Antonio, I think they've welcomed me with open arms. And I think the transition for me is probably the smoothest it could have ever been. So just having them around just helped me certain things like where to go to a grocery store, like where to go get gas from, like little things like that I think are more valuable. So, I mean, it's definitely been great, and I think I'm enjoying my time here in this new life.
Dylan, question for you over here, brother.
Whew.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
You've got people in this building, people who work for the organization, who played and coached against your dad in the 90s. I'm just curious, have you talked to Greg Popovich at all since you've been brought into the facility?
Yes, sir.
What have those conversations been like?
I mean, talking to a legend like that is obviously surreal. It's like I went from being in college to being in an organization so highly touted. So just talking to him and just picking his brain about little stuff has definitely been a blessing. But, I mean, like you said, like the people in this building coached against my dad, had a game plan against my dad, stuff like that. So I think that just shows you the legacy of this organization, how much of a family it all is.
I'm curious if you talked to Sean Elliott at all about what it was like.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I haven't yet. That's soon, though, soon.
Okay. Looking forward to that one.
Dylan, good morning. How do you balance wanting to make an immediate impact with being patient in your development in your rookie year?
I mean, just for me, I think the biggest thing is just control what I can control, just being my best self every day, no matter what the circumstances are. And I mean, it's the NBA. you're going to have a lot of good days, but you're going to also have a lot of bad days. So just trying to keep that level mind in that same headspace as when everything's going well from when everything's going bad.
My last question, what can San Antonio Spurs fans expect from you this season?
A winner. I think that's something that I try to pride myself on, just trying to make the winning plays, whether that's having to score the ball, play defense, facilitate, just do anything to just help the team win.
What's one aspect of your game you're most excited to develop here?
Really just my knowledge of the game. I think I have a pretty good knowledge of the game, my IQ, but I think it could be taken to a whole nother level. And I feel like I have the right people around me, the right staff around me to help me get to that goal.
And lastly for me, how have the veteran players helped you adjust to life in the Spurs locker room pretty much?
I mean, just, me picking their brain about, like, they day-to-day schedule because it's long days here, long workouts, stuff like that. So just picking their brain about treatment, how to eat right, like, what do they do to fill their time? So, I mean, they've been very helpful with that.
Dylan, I know getting back healthy right now 100% is priority number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll focus on that. But when you eventually settle in, just wondering what you envision your role being here as a rookie.
I mean, you might have to ask Coach about that one. But I think for me, just like I said, I mean, my role is just whatever I can do to help the team win, and whatever Coach tells me to do, that's what I'm going to do. So, I mean, just having that mindset, I think, for me is probably the biggest thing, and just not limiting myself to one thing, just trying to be all around.
Dylan, you mentioned figuring out where to go to the grocery store earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of us forget that you're a year out of college. You spent 1 year in college, and you're trying to learn how to live in a new place. Like, what's the bigger adjustment? Trying to figure stuff like that out, or the on-court basketball stuff?
I mean, this is my first time living out in New Jersey all my life. So, I mean, it's kind of, I would say they're like equal in a sense. I think basketball is always going to be basketball. It's obviously a very big difference, but I mean, you get the hang of it as you keep playing and playing. But I think just from the living aspect, just the new lifestyle, all the traveling, stuff like that, I think that might be a big adjustment.
Are you doing your own grocery shopping?
Yeah, I do my own grocery shopping.
Or have you figured it out, a routine and that?
I mean, I'm close. I think I'm close. I think I have figured out a routine. Certain spots to go to, certain spots not to go to. Stuff I like, stuff I don't like. So just, I think I'm doing a decent job. It can be a little better. Appreciate it, guys.